Well, it's just on 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe we're all as lively and active as this. Cowes is coming to life. We're off to the start because we're one of the first races off at 5 o'clock. A 3 a.m. wake-up call was a shock to all our systems, but the crew was soon in its stride. At the helm, Paul Goodison, Olympic sailor, world #1 and 3 times European champion. But all that was in the laser dinghy on his own.
Usually it's all down to me, and when I make mistakes it's my fault, but there's a whole crew here and we've got to work together as a team, otherwise we're not going to do very well at all.
As the sun rose over Cowes, we were off.
Last year it took us nearly 9 hours. I'm sure we're going to be a lot faster than that. We've got a good breeze already in this morning, and the forecast is for it to increase as we get around the back of the island, so it should be a good ride around the back.
Scott, how are we doing?
We're doing very well at the moment. We've got, in our class, we're sitting about 2nd place. All the boats that are ahead of us are generally a bit bigger, a bit faster, so we expect them to be ahead. Another 1,700 boats behind us, so yeah, we're doing quite well.
There's a wreck just off the Needles that we've just passed, and quite often boats run into that and cause themselves a lot of damage, but it's a big gain. If you see the boats who went outside the wreck, they've ended up a long way out to sea and had to sail a lot further distance, so we made a really good gain there, so things are looking good for us.
Round the back of the island, the wind was behind us and it was like a different experience. I mucked in with a stint on the grinder. Muscles I never knew existed started to hurt. How much for you is instinct?
100% probably. Just being able to look at the waves and knowing roughly where to point the boat. It's mostly down to instinct, yeah.
Big line. Go, go, go.
We had a couple of interesting run-ins with a red yacht aptly named Rebel. But after the best part of 6 hours and 45 minutes of sailing, we crossed the finish line.
As a team, I think we sailed really well. We got off the start line well. We were in good shape going down to the Needles. Led most of the way around, and then just had an incident with a red boat that set us back a little bit, but we managed to get through those guys at the end and finished had a great result.
For the record, that red boat put in a protest about us and won. We were disqualified, much to the dismay of the crew, who were adamant we were innocent. But for me, it was about much more than that. Well, that was quite an amazing experience. I've always had a huge amount of respect for the sea, but now I have a huge amount of respect for the guys that navigate it.